Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Dave. I'm a licensed podiatrist. I'd like to thank you for watching my video on my Frugal Foot YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss how you can get rid of plantar fasciitis. Now, what is the plantar fascia? The plantar fascia is a ligamentous-like structure that runs from the bottom of your heel bone to the base of your toes. And it gives structure to your arch and helps to keep your toes straight. Well, when we bear weight, we'll use this as the ground. Our arch has to go down to absorb shock. And when the arch goes down, the distance from the heel to the toes increases. Now, the plantar fascia does not stretch. It's ligamentous-like material. When I say ligamentous, what I mean is it's like gristle. So a ligament connects joints. Well, this is a foot, not a joint, so we cannot call it a ligament, so we call it fascia. But fascia doesn't stretch. It's either loose or it's tight. So when we walk, as the arch goes down, it does reach an endpoint where it can go no further without the fascia starting to rip. Now, occasionally, if this goes on for a long period of time before the fascia rips, it can actually pull some of the heel bone forward, and we call that a heel spur. But we've learned over the years that it's really the fascia, not the heel spur, that is the primary issue. So as we bear weight, the arch goes down. And if we go too far, if the arch goes down too far, for whatever reason, it could be running, it could be bearing weight on hard concrete floors, it could be eating too many potato chips. Well, whatever the reason is, if that arch goes down too far, then the distance from the heel to the toes becomes too far and the fascia can rip. Now, where does it rip? It usually rips in the back, or bottom, I should say, in the bottom of the heel, at the back of the foot. It can occasionally rip in the toe region, but it's primarily right back in the heel area. And now we change the name from plantar fascia to plantar fasciitis, because itis means inflammation of. So how does one treat plantar fasciitis? Now, if you look online, you'll see all kinds of different treatment options. There's cortisone injections, there's stretching, there's rolling your foot on a frozen water bottle. Okay, so let's think about this. If you sprained your ankle, what would you do? You would put it into an ankle brace, right? Why? Because you're waiting for that ankle ligament to stop pulling so that the inflammation will go down. You see, the ligament doesn't really heal. The inflammation goes away and then it feels better. Well, the same thing with the fascia. We're really not expecting the fascia to heal. What we want to have happen is we want the torn area to stop tearing so the inflammation can go down so that it feels better. So let's think about this. Stretching the plantar fascia. Would we stretch our ankle ligament? I don't think so. I'm not a big proponent of stretching the fascia because you continuously are ripping the fascia. Well, how about steroid injections? Well, corticosteroid has its place, but nowhere on the bottle of steroid does it say healing agent. So it's not going to heal or fix the problem. It's simply going to reduce the inflammation, which is what we're trying to do, but what's to prevent it from coming right back again once we bear weight? How about rolling our foot on a frozen water bottle? Well, that disperses a lot of the edema or inflammation in the bottom of the heel so it can feel better, but the inflammation is going to come right back again, and it's really not solving the problem. We're looking for a solution here. Now, consider this problem. This is really not a medical problem. Diabetes is a medical problem. Hypothyroidism, those are medical problems, and doctors treat those with medicine. Well, how does it work? Well, it controls the problem, but it doesn't really fix the issue, does it? That's the nature of medicine. Doctors say we practice the art of medicine. Well, this is not a medical problem, and so a lot of times doctors will try to use medicine to fix the problem when the problem really is more of an engineering issue. And so we need to use engineering to solve the engineering issue. And when we do that, boy, do things make a lot more sense and they work a lot better. So let's take a look at this problem again. We'll use this as the floor, and here is the arch on the floor with no weight. And now we stand on the floor and the arch goes down, and let's say we rip the fascia. We don't want that to happen. So what do we need to do? Well, don't let that happen. hold the arch up so that the arch doesn't go down enough to rip the fascia. Now at this point, you're kind of on this path towards success, but you have this Y in the path. The Y, or the trail to the left, is the over-the-counter arch support. So there are some advantages to over-the-counter. You can go buy one right now. I mean, you could go to the store or you could buy one on Amazon, and I mean, you can have it either today or maybe tomorrow, and you put it in your shoe and it will raise your arch up to some degree. And they're also fairly affordable. Usually a good, hard, rigid support is going to cost you $30, $40, $50. But in doing so, we're holding the arch up so that the arch doesn't go down so far. Now, here's the problem with over-the-counter. It doesn't have your name on it. It doesn't know how high the arch is, and it doesn't know how much flexibility to have to hold that arch up. Now, I've done a whole bunch of videos on arch supports, especially like how to measure the height of your arch, to help my viewers kind of try to pick an insert that might work better for their arch support. And I'll leave a link to that video here on the screen and below in the description of the video. But that doesn't always work because you can never get an arch support that is going to fit your arch exactly. Otherwise, they would go out of business, right? They wouldn't be able to use it on anybody else. That's where custom orthotics come in handy, right? And that is the other trail to the right. Now, I've also done another video series on custom molded orthotics, and you should go look that series up and watch that series because you will see that there are different theories when it comes to custom molded orthotics. And in my opinion, having an orthotic or a custom molded arch support that knows exactly how high your arch is and is calibrated to one's weight and flexibility and the demands that are going to be put on that arch, in doing that, all of a sudden now the foot is supported on the floor, the arch can only go down so far, and the fascia, no longer rips. Interesting. So that's how you solve this issue, is you have to have the arch well supported with an insert that fits high enough, at least, so that the fascia doesn't rip when you bear weight on it. That's how you solve this problem. Whether it's custom or whether it's over the counter, I find that that is the best solution for plantar fasciitis. If you haven't done that, you may want to look into that. Discuss this with your doctor. It's always good to have your doctor supervise what you're doing because you don't want to misdiagnose yourself. You also want to make certain that the treatment plan that you're following is appropriate for whatever issue that you have. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. Check out the links below, both on the arch supports and on custom molded orthotics. I'm Dr. Dave. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next video.